Hi everyone, it's Daniel here. Today I'll be reviewing Red Dwarf. So all you smegheads out there, I'll be reviewing the entire classic series of Red Dwarf, and well, on DVD, of course. That's why the series is called DVD and DVD box set reviews. But anyhow, let's begin. So first we have Series 1, aka Red Dwarf 1. So we've got Lister and Rimmer here, 6 episodes in each series up to Series 6, and then Series 7 and 8 have 8 episodes. But anyhow, yeah, this is the first series of Red Dwarf. I actually found it quite funny, like first time watching it, which was nearly 3 years ago, and yeah. So, here's the front, here's the spine, and here's the back cover. It's red because the Red Dwarf ship, of course. It's a 2-disc set, rated 12. All the series are rated 12, but most of the episodes are PG, I'm assuming, but I think it's rated 12 because of the bonus features. But anyhow, there's the back. A nice summary at the back. And these DVDs, yeah, don't buy just the shows because you don't get these amazing booklets. So yeah, here are the discs. Quite bland, but I mean, there's a lot on them, which is great, but yeah. But we've got to remember when this was released. This came out in 2002, so DVDs were still quite new at the time. Claire Grogan, the lead singer of Altered Images, plays Christine Kachansky in the show, and then she'll be replaced with Chloe Annette in Series 7 onwards. And yeah, so it's a collector's booklet for Series 1. There's Smeghead. Yeah, if you've watched the show, Rimmer turns into, Arnold J. Rimmer turns into a hologram. And then at the end of the first episode, the end, hang on, I haven't even mentioned the episodes. Well, at the first episode, just at the end, we get introduced to Kat, played by Danny John Jules. Great actor, great character. Yeah. So the episodes in this series are The End, Future Echoes, Balance of Power, Waiting for God, Confidence and Paranoia, and Me Squared. But well, Me Too. Well, yeah. I mean, it's a little too. So yeah. If you've done maths, you'll probably understand the title. But anyhow. Yeah, we've got the making of each episode. We have The End, Future Echoes, Balance of Power. Yeah, Rimmer with Peterson's arm. Waiting for God, Confidence and Paranoia, and Me Squared, where Rimmer duplicates himself, which he does that at the very end of Confidence and Paranoia, which that's a great episode. So yeah, half of the episodes I really enjoyed. There's Kachansky. Oh, and by the way, Rimmer and Lister, respectively, are both played by Chris Berry and Craig Charles. Yeah, both great actors. Done plenty of other stuff as well. And yeah, there's the chapter points. You'll notice that with every DVD. So yeah, so that's Series 1. I think Series 1's really good, but moving on, we have Series 2, which was really good upgrade from Series 1. So here's the front, here's the spine, and here's the back cover. This is the first series to include Crichton. There's the tongue-tied sequence, which, yeah, that became a hit single for Danny John Jules, aka Cat. Let's open it up. We have the new 12 logo. There are the discs. It's still quite bland, but there you go. Here's the booklet. It's a bit more thicker than the last one. Yeah, I really enjoyed this series. I'll go through the episodes in a sec, so yeah. Making of each episode. Crichton was played by David Ross, and then later on he'll be played by Robert Llewellyn, since David Ross was unavailable at the time. So yeah. Very cool. So the episodes in this series are Crichton, Better Than Life, Thanks for the Memory, Stasis Leak, Queeg, and Parallel Universe. Yeah, in the first episode, Lister gets put into stasis, and then he gets transported to 3 million years afterwards. Oh yeah, there's a character called Holly in the series, which he was played by Norman Lovett, and then yeah, and then the Parallel Universe episode, he met Hilly, which that episode they meet like their alternate counterparts, female versions of themselves, and Lister becomes pregnant, and yeah, Holly meets Hilly, and then Holly has a gender swap sort of thing, and then later on he'd be played by Hattie Hayridge, which he would appear up till series 5. So yeah, that's cool. Anyhow, next series is obviously series 3. A lot's changed in this series, but I have to admit that this is my favourite series of Red Dwarf. So yeah, definitely yeah, didn't fail to make me laugh. So that's great. Yeah, made me laugh so much. So here's the front, here's the spine, and here's the back cover. We've got the new Crichton, played by Robert Llewellyn. So the episodes for this series are Backwards, Marooned, Polymorph, Body Swap, Time Slides, and The Last Day, which all 6 of them episodes are some of my favourites. Backwards, that's a great episode, really good for its time. This series came out a year after the previous two. The previous two aired in 1988, and this one aired in 1989, which was nearly 35 years ago. Which, yeah, like they improved the sets. Like the entire Red Dwarf set, the interior was just all grey, and then yeah, they revamped it. Yeah, and yeah, that's really cool. Also for series 2, reason why it's blue is because there's a new vehicle called the Blue Midget, and then we get introduced to the Starbug vehicles in series 3. So yeah, hey, we've actually got interest in discs. I'm assuming this is Rimmer and this is Lister because of the body swap episode. Yeah, which that was one of the few episodes that wasn't filmed in front of a live audience. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed that episode, and yeah, it worked, and yeah, just a great episode. Yeah, we have the full cast, complete cast, and yeah. Series 3 is probably my favourite series. Backwards is a very clever episode. Marooned, yeah, that's great. That's just literally Lister and Rimmer throughout the whole episode, like Marooned. Yeah, hang on, let me... yeah, they crash, and yeah, they crash in the snow, and yeah, they get stuck, and then they have to survive and stuff and sacrifice their belongings. Rimmer's toy soldiers, I think his book as well, except for one page, and then well, Lister has to sacrifice his guitar, but he doesn't want to, and yeah, so he makes like a cutout of the trunk, and it's just silly, and yeah, great episode. And then we have Polymorph, probably my favourite episode, a very disturbing creature. It has 2 sides to it. There's 2 polymorphs actually, but the creature has 2 sides. It's got like its really soft, shaky side. It's just petrified of everything, and then we've got the other side of it, which yeah, that polymorph is well, the polymorph itself is Lister's biggest fear. And yeah, it's just a really clever episode. I love it, and yeah, I just love all the stuff it turns into when yeah, shape-shifting creature. That's what the polymorph is. And then we have Body Swap, which I've just mentioned. That's a great episode. Time Slides, that's a very clever one as well. Just yeah, the tension sheet which Rimmer has to collect. Briefly at the end, he's not a hologram, but then yeah. And then we have the last episode, The Last Day, which is a great episode. You know, we've got Crichton's replacement, played by Gordon Kennedy, and yeah, really great episode. Yeah, basically the polymorph messes with the characters' emotions and makes them the opposite of what they are. So yeah, really clever episode, love it. Love this series to death, and yeah. Grant and Naylor worked on this show. I think they parted like just before series 7. That's why there was a massive gap between the series, but oh well. Still a great show. Then we have series 4, which I think is highly underrated. I love series 4. So yeah, here's the front, here's the spine, and here's the back cover. There's Ace Rimmer at the front. Yeah, great character. I love him. The opposite of Rimmer. The episodes in this series are Camille, DNA, Justice, Whitehole, Dimension Jump, and Meltdown, which are all great underrated episodes. And yeah, just amazing. Yeah, here are the discs. The space virus, that's what Lister's caught there. And yeah, that's just, yeah, very disgusting scene, but yeah, just great. Anyhow, so here's the book club. Each episode of this series are great. Camille, basically this monster that, the episode actually came out on Valentine's Day and featured Robert Llewellyn's real wife, and so basically their dream fantasy woman, like that's who Camille will turn into, and she looks different to everyone, and like for Rimmer she's a hologram, to Crichton she's a mechanoid, and then Lister Kachansky like female. So and then Kat gets quite disappointed, but a bit. But same with Parallel Universe, how he thought he was going to meet his female version, but he ended up meeting a dog instead. It's all just silliness. And then we have DNA, another great episode. Love that one. With the Vindaloo monster, and then the tiny Lister has to defeat it. And then we have Justice, which punishment in the Justice Zone is crime is crime's impossible, and then you get punished for it, and whenever you try and cause a crime, it'll just like come straight back to you like a boomerang. Very clever episode, love that one. And then we have Whitehall, which Holly's IQ goes up, and she just doesn't listen to the crew, and then there's this pool game at the end, and with the planets, and it's actually a really good episode. Dimension Jump's great with first appearance Ace Rimmer. And then we have Meltdown, which loads of famous people get together in this like war, and I just think it's a great episode. Marilyn Monroe. There's actually a mechanoid version of her in the Last Day episode, so And there's Camille. Anyhow, next series we have series 5, which is also a really good, great series. We've got the angel versions of Lister and Rimmer. So it's a front, it's a spine, and it's a back cover. So many great episodes. We have Hollow Ship, The Inquisitor, Terraform, Quarantine, Demons and Angels, and Back to Reality, which, really good. Timothy Spall's in that episode, and his first ever sitcom appearance. He's known for appearing in dramas and stuff, but So here are the discs. Then we have the booklet. So many great episodes. Got Hollow Ship with Jane Horrocks in it. I like that drawing. Hollow Ship, great episode, love that one. Rimmer joins the Hollow Ship, which is full of holograms, and Richard Brye's daughter appears in that, so that's cool. I love Richard Brye's. The Inquisitor, great episode. Completely like changes you into like a different person. But that's a great episode. I definitely need to rewatch Red Dwarf again at some point. So we have Terraform, another great episode. The episodes get more stranger, but definitely more funnier. Then we have Quarantine, another great episode. Rimmer completely goes out of his mind, and it's just quite a disturbing episode with Mr. Flibble, the puppet. I would love a Mr. Flibble puppet. So another great episode. Demons and Angels, that's an amazing episode. And then we have Back to Reality, which is one of the best episodes of Red Dwarf. So they realised they were in a video game, game over, back to reality. And then they realised they'd been poisoned and whatnot, and it affected their brains, so they were imagining an alternate universe. But Dwayne Dibley debuts, so who doesn't love Dwayne? Don Warrington appears in the Hollow Ship episode as well, which he's a great actor. He played Philip in Rising Damp. And then we have Series 6, which actually really love Series 6. Got Cowboy, Rimmer and Lister from Gunmen of the Apocalypse episode. So here's the front, here's the spine, here's the back cover. The episodes are Sirens, Legion, Gunmen of the Apocalypse, Emo Hawk, Polymorph 2, which, that episode Wasn't as good as Polymorph, but still, I still quite enjoyed that episode. Then we have Rimmerwell, which, yeah, that's a really weird episode. Seeing Chris Barry kiss himself is just nothing you need to see. Like, it's just something you don't want to see. And then we have Out of Time, yeah, which the show was on a cliffhanger, and since Series 4 we've entered into the 90s era of Red Dwarf, 1991, 1992, 1993. And Red Dwarf's still great. I think it's still on a roll. Then we have the discs. Gunmen in the Apocalypse. You can't lie, that's one of the best episodes of all time. Dennis Lill appears in it, and he played Alan Parry in Only Fools and Horses, so yeah. Simon's very strange episode. Chrissy Kuchansky makes an appearance, and what's her name? Anita Dobson, Brian May's wife, Brian May of Queen. His wife appears in the episode. Yeah, in the episode. Yeah, so nice to see her, but yeah, they're not actually people. They're weird creatures. But anyhow, we have Legion, which is another great episode. I think it was the first episode where we saw see Rimmer wear his blue suit. So yeah, he's been known as Captain Emerald for so many series. But anyhow, Gunmen of the Apocalypse, great episode. Emo Hawk, Polymorph 2. Rimmer gets turned into Ace Rimmer, and then Cap Dwayne Dibley. The Gelfs debut in this episode. I'm not massive on them, but yeah. And then we have Rimmer World, another strange episode, but love that one. And then we have Out of Time, which, yeah, great episode. Rimmer has to save the ship, and then, yeah, there's a cliffhanger again. That's Anita Dobson, yeah. And it said something on the inside about Comic Relief's Bohemian Rhapsody or something. I don't know. Probably need to check that out. But anyhow, here we have Series 7, which is sort of a controversial series. I enjoyed it, but yeah. It contains the lost episode Red Dwarf, Identity Within. Contains 3 discs. First appearance of the new Kuchansky, played by Chloe Annette. So here's the front, here's the spine, and here's the back cover. Yeah, Rimmer didn't appear in half of this series, but yeah. But anyhow, the episodes are Tika to Ride, Stoke Me a Clipper, Ouroboros, I don't know how to say that, I forgot, Duck Suit, Blue, Beyond a Joke, Epideme, and Nanaki. The episodes with Rimmer are definitely the best, but yeah. There's also extended versions of these episodes, which I haven't watched, but yeah, I don't think there's a laugh. I don't know, did they film this series in front of an audience? I have no clue. But anyhow, yeah, the discs are put in differently there. The Epideme was voiced by Gary Martin, who has done voices for Dennis and Nasher. He later voiced, I don't know, he's done quite a few voices. Yeah. He's done quite a few voices, Gary Martin has. Yeah, he's done quite a few voices for Dennis and Nasher, Pieface and whatnot, and yeah. So, yep. There's disc 1, disc 2, and disc 3. So, yeah. Series 7, I enjoyed it. And, well, actually, one episode didn't have the intro in, which I found really weird, but yeah. Oh, it is what it is now. Which episode was that? I can't remember. One of the episodes did, though, but yeah. But anyhow, here's the booklet. Yeah, Gary Martin's done a lot of voices, but yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Tika to Ride, Stoke Me a Clipper, Ouroboros, I don't know how to say that, I can't remember, Duck Suit, Blue, Beyond a Joke, Epideme, and Nanaki, which the original Holly comes back. Yeah, Hattie Ridge's Holly stops appearing after Series 5 for some reason, but yeah. I still really enjoyed this series. There were some really good scenes, some great people, great guest cast, and yeah. And then finally we have Series 8, so yeah. So yeah, the Red Dwarf crew are prisoners. Sorry if it's getting a bit dark. Yeah, the weather's been a bit up and down today, yeah. So I've just seen a rainbow out there, which, yeah. Anyhow, we have Series 8, yeah, the Red Dwarf crew of prisoners. Crichton's put in with the females. And yeah, Karate TV has actually caused a bit of controversy, but it's probably for a silly reason, but yeah. One of the episodes had a really cool basketball sequence, and the song "Stomp" was playing. That's sung by the Brothers Johnson, and yeah, that was a really good scene. But yeah, so it's the front, it's the spine, and it's a back cover. We have a 3-part episode. Back in the Red, Cassandra, Karate TV. 2 parts of Pete, and well, Pete Part 1 and Pete Part 2. And the final episode of the classic Red Dwarf series, Only the Good. So yeah. Yeah, so Crichton at the back. Oh yeah, I remember Gary Martin, who voiced Epic Demon Red Dwarf. He voiced Squidgy Bog in Whizbit, which in the first series he was voiced by Paul Daniels' son, and then he was voiced by the voice of Epic Demon. So yeah, let's open up the discs. Yeah, I do apologise if it's getting dark, but yeah. It's just really cloudy out there, man. But anyhow, we have the only disc in the classic series which is rated PG. Disc 1. Oh, yeah, disc 1. And then we have disc 2. And then we have disc 3. Very nice. And then we have the booklet, which, yeah, this one's quite a thick booklet. And there's also what's a advertisement for merch and stuff. So yeah, that's cool. Mr. Flibble puppet, I really want that. And then we have the complete series. Anyhow, so here's series 8. Yeah, Holly's back. Yeah, Captain Hollister from series 1 and 2 comes back, and then we have Chen and Selby. Yeah. So we have Back in the Red. Cassandra, which that's a great episode. Geraldine McEwen, she appears as Cassandra. That's a great episode where Rimmer thinks he's gonna die, and yeah, it's just a great episode. Cried to TV, bit of an odd one, but yeah. And then we have Pete, Naked Lister and Rimmer, and Bold as well. And then yeah, Pete Part 2. Yeah, Pete's an alright episode, and then Only the Good. Yeah, 4 endings to that episode. Yeah. I didn't mind Series 8. Series 8 was actually pretty good. I think it was a bit better than Series 7, but yeah. Because it felt like Red Dwarf, and there's a photo of the basketball sequence. Yeah. Thank you for watching, everyone. This has been my review of the complete Red Dwarf series on DVD. Series 1 to 8. And yeah. And also, if you order them from Series 1 to 8, the spines all like match up, so yeah. Let me show you. There we go, Red Dwarf. Very cool, love that. Anyhow, thanks once again, everyone. Tomorrow I'm going to be ranking each series, so yeah, stay tuned for that. And yeah, since I've talked about them quite a lot today, I might as well, yeah, just do a ranking, just explain why I prefer one series over the other, and yeah, that sort of thing. But anyhow, take care, take it easy, and I shall see you all next time. Yeah, peace.